Welcome to the Miracles and Science Center for Continuous Personal and Professional Development. This is my Sunday message to you this Sunday. So this message talks about prayer planning. It says that failing to pray is planning to fail. So we know conventionally we are told that before you do anything, plan. People tell us to plan. People have told you to plan. Indeed, planning is very important. Because when you plan, you'll not be afraid of the future. Because the future is based on what you plan today. We are told that when you plan, execute. After executing, evaluate. And after evaluating, then replan. And then execute again, evaluate, and then replan. So that is the cycle that we go through. And that is what we have been told. And in most cases, that's what we follow. But in this Sunday message, I need to tell you that before you plan, it is important to first pray. Praying simply means seeking the intervention of the higher power so that you can get the higher power intervention into your plan. Sometimes we find people having certain plans. They honor those plans. They go ahead and execute those plans. And at the end of the day, they fail. And then they curse themselves. They think this plan was not good. It is simply because the plan did not have the intervention of the higher power. Also, sometimes we find that people have plans which they execute, work for a short time, but eventually fail. Also, such plans don't have the intervention of the higher power. That's why they fail. So, it is important that before you plan, seek the intervention of the higher power. The intervention of the higher power will give you knowledge, will give you understanding, will give you wisdom, which you put into your plan. I know sometimes people plan and then afterwards pray. Also, although that one is right, it is important to pray, then plan, then execute, evaluate, then pray, and then continue with that cycle. Because praying before you plan and praying after you plan is very important, because that means in between one side of prayer and the other side of the prayer, you have your plan. So this message for this Sunday basically tells us that before we do anything else, let's pray by seeking the intervention of the higher power. And in most cases, we have encountered people who tell us that they have got inspiration, that sometimes they don't even know where the plan comes from, simply because they were able to seek the intervention of the higher power before they made any plan. Therefore, in summary, for this Sunday message is that failing to pray is planning to fail. Therefore, pray and plan. Therefore, eventually you'll be able to have success in whatever you plan. And in that case, when you pray and plan, you will not be afraid of the future. You will not be afraid of where you are, and you will not be afraid for anything that has happened in the past. This has been my Sunday message to you.